What's going on? Found me a building to do lives in against the wall with a white wall behind me. It's a lot better than the light of my truck, at least. But hey, we're looking pretty good with Sylvester. His test date is coming up Friday, so we're moving closer and closer to Friday to test Sylvester. He's doing great. I have no complaints. It's kind of nice to have not one but two students that are just awesome. Like, I can't complain at all. Life's good over here. I'm hoping that y'all can hear me because I didn't even bring my headset with me, so I decided to just leave it in the truck. So hopefully you can hear me. If not, then next time I'll grab my headset, or if I ever do this again right here, I'll bring my headset. But yeah, my guys are driving good. They're doing every morning. I've been trying to have them do pre-trip every morning. I took a page out of another trainer's book and found me a spot to park my truck and pretty much let them do pre-trip. And then I come in the building. I go in the building and make me some coffee and give me some coffee, use the bathroom, maybe chit chat with people, or give the new testers a hard time. Like, I'll go in there and look at what day of the week it is, and I'm all like, well, it's trifecta Mondays. Oh, it's trifecta Tuesdays, you know, just to ease the mood some. Like, I'll be like, man, y'all are a lively bunch in here. Y'all are just sitting around not doing nothing, like, quiet. You should be pumped up. It's 1, 2, 3 DMV, as my friend would say. You know, pre-trip back in the road, 1, 2, 3 DMV. But I've been watching a lot of people test here lately, and it looks like everybody for the most part is passing that test on the first time, so that's a good thing. You know, you just got to keep your nerves in check is the main thing. I put out a video today, a 1 minute long video, and it went to everybody's notification that's on my channel. That was not supposed to go to everybody's notifications. It was just something I could add a little link to in my channel. Like, I wanted to leave a little link to there for anyone new coming to Prime. It's pretty much, hey, you know, if my videos help, put me down for a referral. You know, that's what it was, in case anybody wanted to know or needed that information, because they were going to do that for me. So, like, it was a quick short video that wasn't supposed to go to everybody, but it ended up going to everybody. So I'm pretty sure, I think I looked at it just a while ago and it had, like, I want to say 20 views, and I was like, man, I can't believe 20 people actually sat through that video. I'm hoping most of them was just like, what is this, X? So, man, if that's the case, then we're still good. But yeah, it's been good over here in Pittston. The weather's been good. Thursday, I think it's supposed to start snowing. Supposed to snow all the way into Friday, so Sylvester might have some snow for his test. So, hey, we're truckers though. We drive in all types of weather. So, you know, I'm not worried about him testing in the snow or ice or whatever, because error. I don't know why it told me I had an error. I don't even know if it's still streaming. My phone just told me it was error. But I'm not worried about, if it's still working, then good, because I'll just keep talking anyways. But it's, you know, we're truckers, we drive in all weather. So, like, I've tested several students in bad weather and stuff like that. So I'm not really worried about it. So we'll see what happens. Jerry, hopefully I hit the training pad tomorrow or Thursday. Jerry, are you over here in Pittston, or are you over there in Springfield? Because I'll be on the training pad too tomorrow. Oh, good. Jerry, come tell me hi. Jerry, maybe you're a new student here. If you're a new student here, I requested another student this week to see if I get one or not. So if you're a new student here, then that's cool. If not, then that's cool too, you know. I was Highway Junkie's here, and I really was trying to get a hold of Highway Junkie. I don't know what was going on with him, but you know, a while back I know he was looking for a trainer, and I was like, man, I don't know if I'll be in Pittston or not, because it's really hard to commit to training somebody, because you don't know if you're going to have a student at the time, if you're in between students, if you're over the road, you know, all that good stuff plays effect into it. So I'm definitely trying to train people that I've met on here. It's good. What's going on, Kenworth? Sorry about having you watch that video. I know you watched it because I seen your response. So sorry about that. I did not mean to send that video to everybody. Just waiting on your badge. Well, I hope that you get it, Jerry. I hope that you get it tomorrow, because a lot of people seem to not be getting their badges till like Thursday or Friday here lately, and I don't know what the deal is with that, but I'll be looking for you, Jerry. If you're over here tomorrow, and you see me, hey, it's Jerry. It's Jerry, man. Jerry's right here. I'll come talk to you. But I'm not even, my guy's testing out on Friday, so truthfully, I can't even take another student till after Friday. So Friday morning I'll test them, and hopefully I get them after that. Oh, look at that, a juggalo. Jerry's a juggalo. You can always say whoop whoop. I'll always answer to that, man. Anytime anybody is out there and they're all like trying to get my attention and they can't, even some of these people that aren't juggalos around here always get the whoop whoop, and I have to be like, what's going on here? So like, I do turn around real quick when I hear a whoop whoop. Police badge? No, a Prime ID badge. We call the Prime ID badges. And I don't care if y'all have my number on there and everything. I don't care. You can't even do nothing with that, the number on these cards. I don't know why everyone makes a big deal out of the com data card, because you can't do nothing. Like, if you type that number in and I don't have no money on there, which I don't, you can't do nothing with it anyways. So like, I don't know why they made the cards with like a light purple color and to make it where you can't see it. And to me, I can't even see it. I can't even see it when I'm trying to see it. So, and I didn't even think it was that big of a deal. I really didn't. Ah, there's my wife. She says, hey, handsome Viking. My beard's getting real long. Whoop whoop. There's Jacob. I talked to Jacob today. Jacob's out there having fun. Jacob was definitely having fun today. It looks like I'm in an interrogation room. Truthfully, I just walked into this building, and this door is usually locked, but the door was wide open, and I was all like, wow, that's a good room to go chill in. So I was I sleep over here at the pad. I do sleep over here at the pad a lot, because over there at the terminal, there's a whole bunch of people, and like, you know, I'll go shower over there, but a lot of times I chill out here at the pad. I can park out at this pad. I can sleep later. Like I tell my student, if I tell them be here at 7, I can wake up at exactly 7, or wait till I hear a knock on my door, so I can get a little bit of extra sleep. You know, Lee says it's no COD tonight. Ah man, I was really talking to Jacob most of the day, and I was talking to my wife for a little while, and I pretty much had been just sitting in the front seat of my truck, like watching people back. And there was a helicopter over here today. It flew real low to the pad, like by the power lines, and like it flew off. I was like, what is going on? But I just sat around. I just sat in my front seat, just like a dog that was watching people walk by your car, you know. As Jacob, he was laughing at me. I was giving him play by play on what was happening on the pad because I was setting up there. Kenworth, better when the doc replaces my shoulder. What happened to your shoulder, Kenworth? Is that why you're taking so long to come out here? It's because of your shoulder injury? But this room right here, back to this room. This room right here is like a conference room is what it is. And the times I've been in a conference room, it's not a good time. You know, I'm gonna get questioned, or my student's in trouble. They're gonna be talking to my student, or they want to know what the problem is or what's going on. And it's always been a real serious place. Like, no playing around. Pamela says, do company drivers train? I'm a company driver. That's what I do. I do PSD only. So yeah, we train. I think it's more profitable for the lease guys to do TNT, and I think it's more profitable for the company guys to do PSDs. So I think that's where you're at. I get my shoulder straightened out, then get on the road. Okay, so Kenworth was talking to you earlier. Did you see Trucker Nene's video about the trolls? Really pissed her off. I did see that video, and you know, there's not many nice people out there. I don't see anything wrong with what she did. She put out a video informing people of not to do this, like, don't do this. And I think that she didn't name no names. I thought that she kept it professional, but somebody said she wasn't professional, and I do agree with her that trainers and students should not do stuff like that. I mean, I really don't want to get into all that, so we'll just leave it like that. I like Nene. I think her videos are great. You know, she's funny. Like, she killed me in one of her videos. I think it was she was talking about what all to have. Man, what was that video about? Anyways, she's funny. She cracks me up because she puts down like mistakes. She'll be real with you. She's putting down like, hey, I made this mistake, and now we all get to learn from my mistake. It doesn't get more honest than that. How many people out there will really come up, like, tell everybody, hey, I'm the one that messed up? You know, that takes a heck of a person right there, and I don't see nothing wrong with what she did or nothing. Oh, Jacob, I read your comment, Jacob, but I'm not responding to it. Or, like, I don't really want to Twizted stand to collect my pension comes in 2021. No, I messed up my shoulder, clearing off the property, off day. Okay, so, you know, man, I wish I had a pension to collect. Man, straight out of high school, like, my careers teacher was all like, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he was all like, everybody do a report on it. So I did my report on retiring, and unfortunately I found out after I turned my report in that you can't retire straight out of high school. Like, it's not going to work. So there goes my whole career goals. I guess that's why I went to become a correctional officer, is I had to do something since my first, what I wanted to be when I grow up, didn't work out. You can't just retire straight out of high school, I found out. I should have said professional gamer, is what I should have said. Maybe I would have been a professional gamer by now. I think she put out the right material in professional way. The lady's classy and professional. She is. And I think it was just bad timing. I honestly do, because I think that she just put that video out and the dates, the moons and the planets just aligned where it was a big drama day that day for other people. And, you know, it is what it is. And it's over with. So, like, all the people making videos about it, like, I'm done seeing it. Like, I'm done seeing it. A lot of companies have a zero tolerance for trainers and trainings dating. If you think something is about to happen, you need to report it, and someone else needs to train the student. Exactly. Hey, hi, Nene. You just missed everybody talking to you, talking about you. But, you know, you're right. Jacob, you're right. And it shouldn't happen. It's zero tolerance means zero tolerance. So, you know, we're professionals in a professional setting. Like, whenever I got told by somebody that I needed to have thicker skin, I was really upset about that. And I made a big deal about it, because just because we're truckers does not mean our skin needs to be thicker. We should be professionals. We should act in a professional manner. We should be holding ourselves and our co-workers to higher standards, that nobody should have to have thicker skin. So, you know, we're in a business, a professional setting. We need to act like professionals. We need to be the bigger people. You know, and that goes for, like, some of these guys that are really vulgar out here, like, you know, in this profession. Why aren't we still vulgar like that? I worked in a prison, and, like, I think some of these guys talk worse than the people in the prison. So, you know, that's how it goes. Chad's trying to get me there sooner, but in Florida, you can collect pension whenever you're 55, your 55th birthday. Already have a military pension. Law enforcement has really burnt me out, but I can't wait. I can wait. Yeah, Ryder, you know, Chad's gonna have to wait for a little while to get you on the truck. So, you know, hey, that's what happens. You know, maybe by then he'll have his student off the truck. Maybe he'll just, well, actually, he might do another student in between, because that's a while still to wait. Nene, if those trolls get on your nerves, stand by and I'll arrest them. Hey, man, I don't really have a troll that puts comments into my chats or my stuff yet. So, like, I'm kind of avoiding that right now. So I'm lucky nobody's been really trolling me. I'm watching Nathan Hollis like a hawk. Nathan, I'm watching you, because I could see you start trolling somebody, giving them a hard time. But the trolls are horrible. And, you know, you're going to have to deal with them. Somebody keeps giving me a thumbs down on a lot of my videos. It's like one thumbs down on every video, it seems like, or every other video. So I don't know what that's about, but somebody keeps giving me a thumbs down. I thought I was going to cry the first time. How's it going?
Good, how are you, bud?
Oh, great. Y'all enjoying the cold?
What the hell are you doing down here?
I'm just doing a live chat right now.
Oh.
But yeah, I just came down here and started training for a change of scenery.
Oh, there you go.
It's something different down here, you know. Springfield, same thing all the time.
I think it's better here.
I think it is too. I think it's a better quality of student, in my honest opinion.
Yeah. So, it's a little better for the students too.
Yeah, it is. I believe that too.
That's what we're doing. We're playing out there tonight.
Yeah, I see. Did it start raining?
It's drizzling. Big deal.
Drizzling.
Unless it's downpouring, I mean, I got a poncho in the truck, but.
Oh yeah, I'll work with my students out there in the rain. I mean, we do crazy stuff for that.
Right?
I subscribe to Bruce Wilson Vlogs, and Russian shut his YouTube page down for 4 days. How did he shut his page down? Just wait, they'll find you. Right, Jacob? They're gonna find me. They'll come get me, yeah, for reals. This is another instructor, is who that was. Have him say hi on camera. He already left. I'm horrible with names too. Like, I'm real bad with names. I talked to a whole bunch of people. I can't remember everybody's name, so. But yeah, sooner or later the trolls will get me for reals, and I'm like, that's whenever I'm gonna have to find out this wrench thing, how to give somebody a wrench. Like, I don't know how to do that, so I don't even think I can until I get 1,000 subscribers. But I need to give my wrenches out to the people that are in here all the time so they can kick them out, because, or I need to get a second phone to figure out how to do that, because I have no idea what I'm doing to figure that out. Like, I can watch my chat right now on YouTube, but I still don't know nothing about nothing. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing here. Let's go back to this screen. Yeah, I don't know how I give out wrenches or none of that stuff, so. Jerry, it was your video and a couple of others that made me come to Prime. Well, the shoot. That's great, man. Keep on watching the videos. Chad Rich puts out good videos. Nene puts out great videos. Trucker Mush puts out great videos. The Million Mile Man, I like his stuff. Jacob Vlogs, even though he's no longer with Prime, he still puts out great videos. And who am I missing? Kiersey, the positive voice in trucking, positivity. She puts out great videos. So there's a lot of great people putting out videos. Oh, Blake Tubbs, he puts out great videos. They hacked into it. He has a cool page. He vehicle and restoration them from junk to new condition, and he recently did an 80s model carbon cab over international. Oh wow, I like those cab overs, really. Sleeper, hey guys, hope everyone's doing good. Yeah, we're all doing great. We're just kicking it. I guess it's raining outside, so I got a weather check from somebody coming through a while ago, so. Gotta have a computer to give a wrench, I believe. Well, unfortunately, I'm like the budget YouTuber with a cell phone, selfie stick / tripod, and that's all I have. And Nick says hopefully everyone's being safe out there, for reals. Winter's not over, guys. So if you think winter's over and you think that you're done with all the bad weather and stuff like that, winter is not over. Winter's not ended yet. So be safe out there on the road. Nick, did you finish your TNT miles? Hopefully you finished them. I mean, I don't remember how many more you had to do, but yeah, winter's definitely not. Tanker guy John Warren does for Prime. I think I watched John's videos. I was curious about tanker, so I threw it on, and I was all, I think that he's a tanker guy that I watched his videos, and he was doing some video tutorials. I guess you would call them tutorials on how to hook up hoses and stuff. And I was all like, wow, man, these places you just go and unlock a padlock and pump that stuff right into the building. Like, I would have never guessed that. I didn't know how they did it. I figured that it would go in a big old tank and they would send it out to the building somehow. And like, it was crazy to me. I wasn't expecting that. Twizted, I sent email to Dustin Hensley today, waiting to hear back. Fingers crossed. I think Dustin is a recruiter. So yeah, that's great. Hopefully you get out here pretty soon. Hopefully they can answer all the questions you had too. Oh, Nick says nope, they wouldn't give me an answer. I have gotten calls back to speak about it. I'm going home on the 11th, so I'll be blowing up someone's phone. I don't blame you. I'd be blowing up someone's phone too. I'd probably start with the guy over TNT right now. Hey, I want to talk to the supervisor over TNT and find out what's going on. Ryder says, yes, he did recently on his lease of a new Freightliner lightweight. On a lightweight. I don't want a lightweight. I wouldn't ever want a lightweight. It's too small. I think every time I see a lightweight, I look at it like, man, you have to eat out every day in a lightweight. Like, there's no making your own food in there. I've seen people remove that passenger seat and make it better, but still, I'm like, I don't know about a lightweight. It looks like a little bitty truck too. John's recent video was a 6 months review on a 2020 Freightliner lightweight. With the passenger seat out of it, it's not bad. Jacob had a lightweight, so if y'all really want to know questions about lightweight, subscribe to his channel. Go through his channel, start putting comments all over it about lightweight. And if y'all are trolls, then go ahead and troll them too. No, I'm joking. Don't troll Jacob. John says he only spends one night a month in his lightweight. That must be nice. Spend one night a month in your lightweight. That's pretty good. Jacob does have videos on lightweight. Yes, Jacob does have a video on his lightweight. I think it would be a bad idea for you if you're a troll on here. I think it would be a really bad idea for you to go on Jacob's channel, because Jacob might troll you back. Jacob can hang with the best out there. Was a long nose. Man, I don't know how people did it back then with those coffin sleepers and all that stuff, and the really, really small. Like, I don't know if y'all been to, they have a truck museum at the Iowa 80. I don't know if y'all been to that, but definitely go check it out. They got some pictures and stuff of what truckers had back in the days. And I'm so thankful for what I got now. I don't know if I would have made it back then. Man, I don't know how these companies do it without your APU. How do you do it without the heating and air in the truck? Like, I don't get that. Like, roll down the windows or stop at those truck stops with the vents that you put in the window. You know, all that good stuff. Like, I do not take my APU for granted. I had it in the shop twice this week to get my APU fixed. So hopefully that thing's fixed and not going to give me no more problems. But we'll find out. Now my heater's saying that it's having a glow plug issue. So, I don't know. That yellow Pete they have is real nice. Yes, it is. I know what you're talking about. Man, the whole place over there is nice. Sean, what's going on? What's up? I'm just over here talking about whatever comes to mind. That's what's going on here. But yeah, the whole Iowa 80 is nice. Like, I like stopping over there. The Joplin Petrol's nice too. It's like a baby one, and then they have the one on 70. It's all right. I've actually never been inside the store over there. I've been inside the shop over there because my truck broke down over there whenever was it my truck? What did I have done over there? I had something done over there. Gifty was on my truck. I can't even remember. Y'all might look at the old videos and figure out what I had done over there, but I had to put it in the shop for something. I'll take a cab over any day. I hear, man, like, think about it. The wheels are right underneath you, like, right there. Like, I bet that thing turns on a dime. I bet you can back in a dock easy with it. Like, I mean, hey, I bet it's nice. I look at the Europe ones. Europe, you can buy, like, a brand new model one. Like, over here in the U.S., I don't think you can buy a brand new model one. But for some reason, they keep on making them in Europe. And they look pretty nice. Like, if you go to the Freightliner, last time I was at a Freightliner, they have like I guess a little book, like with different trucks in it you can order from, and like they have the Europe ones in there. Flip through that book and look at the other countries' trucks, and you'll get an idea of what like they have over there, and see, you'll be like, man, they still make cab overs that are brand new? Yeah, they do. I guess in America, we're more about fuel mileage and saving fuel and all that we don't like the cab overs. They even have EPU heaters is good, but cold air isn't so good. To Curtis, howdy. I think he's home every night. No EPU is called a bar heater. Okay. Man, I love my APU. And if it wasn't for my APU, then I wouldn't have the plugs in my truck with the inverter, and I wouldn't be able to play my video games, and I wouldn't be able to power my hotspot. You know, all of that stuff is linked together. So as soon as my APU has problems, I take it to the shop. Because you know I ain't gonna go without my Xbox, and I'm not gonna go without my internet and all that good stuff. I don't have an APU now, so now my truck just idles. Jacob, have you looked into how much fuel it's burning? Well, I think that you're a company guy now, so I'm sure you didn't really care about fuel too much, but I'm just wondering how much fuel your company would be saving if they just threw those APUs on there, or is it even saving as much fuel as everyone says it's saving? Like, I don't know. I'm asking. I can't idle my truck. I'm a company guy, and Prime has those idle shutoffs. So if my APU goes out, then you know I got an idle shutoff. It'll idle for a little while, and then it's gonna shut off, and you're gonna be miserable if it breaks down on you. It's not fun. I've had it break down in Texas, and it was so freaking hot out there. Like I was sweating so much, I would wake up because I would have pools of sweat in my eyes, and it wasn't good. You know, it was 100-something degrees. And I told them, I said, hey, try to keep me north, because if you send me south, I need to go to the shop and get my APU fixed. What do? Send me to Dallas, Texas in a heat wave, for reals. It seems to work like that with everybody, though. I decided to go into the military. I was working for my father, had a K100s and a W900. My assigned truck was a 79 K100 with a single bunk, 400 Cummins Eden 13 speed. Wow. So yeah, you gotta drive the real trucks, as some of the other people call them. Those are real trucks. What we drive are not real trucks. And a lot of people bash us because we're driving the automatics. The Prime gets bashed for having the slowest moving trucks on the highway. Like, Prime takes a lot of bashing when you think about it, about different stuff like that. Jacob says it had an APU on it, but the flywheel froze up, so they just pulled it off. Wow. Did you ask them to put another one on there? I would have asked real quick, y'all gonna put another one on there? Because I know Jacob, he plays video games and stuff. I don't know, Jacob, did you move all your video games and stuff into that truck already, or are you just slowly doing it over time? You can have an interview. No, you can have an inverter without an APU. Yes, you can have an inverter without an APU, but like, you're running down your batteries without your truck running. You're running down the battery, so it's once you run out of power, it's useless. That the APU on the truck was not heard of. You just idle the truck for cooling and heating. You will use the device called the pogo stick and attach it under the dash and the pedal to idle the engine. And Kenworth, you're talking about back in the days. I heard trucker stories back in the days. They're all like, man, back then we wanted to save our fuel. It doesn't matter how hot it was. You would roll down and open every window in the truck, and you would get completely naked, and you would jump in bed and just sweat it all out. And I was all like, oof. I said, I don't sleep naked, first off. I don't do that. Like, could you imagine if something happened to your truck, it caught on fire or whatever, and you had to jump out your truck? You don't have no clothes. I watched a poor video of two truckers. I forgot their names, but like, I just watched the video because it said it was their truck caught on fire, and they were at their house and their truck just caught on fire. They didn't say what it was from, but they just sat there and watched their truck burn down. I mean, it was sad. Yeah. Separate ones that come on. Okay. Some trucks come with a manual idle knob by the gear shift that you can use to idle the truck for cooling and heating. That helps out. It's better than a stick. Sweet. I wish I was around back in those days. You say that you wish you were around back in those days, but I'm sure you're glad that you have heating and air in your truck like crazy. Like, you know, some people say, I wish I was driving trucks back then, but back then there was like no TV really. I bet you didn't have cable television back then in your truck. You weren't streaming stuff. Your cell phones weren't what they are today. Like, I mean, I give it to those truckers that are like from back in the day. Man, they were roughing it. No TV, but I have my laptop to play games. Oh, I should have knew that. I watch your streams of you playing the trucking simulator, so that I should have knew that. I don't know why I didn't freaking pay attention. Dude, I'm tripping. Kenworth said, my dad used to sleep in a W900 with both doors open on the sleeper. It was safe back then to do that, but not nowadays. Yeah, you're right. I would never, like, I get out of my truck and I lock my door every time. When I get in my truck, first thing I do is elbow drop that lock to lock the door. Even whenever we're taking off, bink, lock the door. You never know who's gonna run up and try to open your truck door. American Truck Simulator is addicting. Yes, that's why I haven't tried it yet, because I see people playing it and I'm all like, oh wow, that looks fun. So like, yes, and it was Double D Trucking Channel. You're right. So there you go. It's Double D Trucking Channel, and they look like it's a good channel. I think I subscribed to it, but I'm not 100% sure. I watched that. I know I watched that video. But yeah, the trucking simulator, man, I cannot start that because I will go crazy with it. Like, you'll see me with a big shifter. You know, I'd have the big shifter like those. I see those guys on TV. I'd have the shifter. I would have all the gauges. I would have the steering wheel. Like, I would have the 3 screens around me. Like, I would be too into that game. Yeah. Plus, the simulator at Prime makes me motion sick. So I don't know if I even want to try that because I might get motion sick. Then I just spend all that money on that stuff. A hammock under the trailer and sleep there. Right? Put a hammock under the trailer and sleep there. That's what they used to do, I guess. Yes, an APU would have been great back then. Chad will tell you there's no cell phones. Use pay phones. That load board was a screen on the truck stop. You never had a call. And you had a call on a payphone for loads. Yeah, just imagine that. You had payphones. Could you imagine like everyone parking for the night and there's a line of people on the payphone and you really got to call your wife and you have to wait in that line just to call your wife and see how she's doing? It made me sick. Yeah, it made me sick too. I don't like that simulator. I know exactly what you're... As soon as you said it made me sick, I was like, oh gosh, no. Simulator. He's talking about the simulator. Simulator makes me sick too. I don't like it. I mean, I manned up and went through the simulator. Like, I wasn't like, oh man, it's making me sick. Can you stop it? I just went ahead and went through it. You know, it's part of the training. Just go through it, get it over with, toughen it out, you know. I just pushed through it, finished it, and I was done with it. No, just got an Xbox One controller for now. Okay, you're answering his question, Jacob. But yeah, I can't do those simulators, man. They make me sick. Like, I talked to the guy in the training room and I was all like, hey man, I'm just checking out the simulators, you know. And I went and checked them out. He's all like, man, get in there, you try it out. I said, nah. I said, I don't want to try it out. I just wanted to see what the steering wheel felt like, and I wanted to look at it, see if it's the same as Springfield. The simulators over here in Pittston, of course, they're better because they're new. Like, they feel a lot more real. So, you know, I like them a lot more than Springfield. Like, I think Springfield's is just worn out from being used for so long. They still work, so why get rid of them? Why upgrade them if they're still working? You know, I'm sure that each simulator costs a lot of money. We do Simpson law enforcement, and it makes me nauseous. You know, I was thinking about, I took a law enforcement class one time, and we had a projection screen, and you had a pistol with a laser in it, and it was like when to shoot and when not to shoot, and it recorded every bullet that you shot and everything. It showed right where it was the second you hit. Was it too late? Was it not long enough? And stuff like that. Your reaction time. Yeah, we did that, and it didn't make me sick, and it was kind of cool. It was really neat to see like what your reaction time was to pull your gun out of your holder and actually use it. It was really cool. Most truck stops would have payphones on the tables in the restaurant. Oh, so you could pretty much get your own payphone at a table. That would be cool. I mean, that would be better than having to wait in line. sometimes I gotta wait in a line at for a shower, man. And you know me, I like to be clean, so waiting in line for a shower, the whole time I'm just like, oh man, I want a shower so bad. You can drive with other players from around the world who log into it. Oh, y'all are still talking about the Jacob's game, American Trucking Simulator. I had a student that played that game a whole bunch, and he actually is the one that designed part of the alley dock I use because he couldn't get it. He couldn't figure it out, but he tried this different corrections, and then finally he got a correction that would fix the alley dock every time. So after that, I've used his fix for the alley dock every time after that, and it always works 100% of the time, and it's a great tool. Like, if it wasn't for him, my alley dock would not be as easy as it is today. Correct, and I had jukebox there too. Okay, so it had a jukebox there. Man, I haven't seen the word jukebox in so long. I was like, what is a jukebox? Did he mean juice box? Man, I haven't seen a jukebox in a long time. I bet some of the newer generation people don't even know what that is. All the neon lights on them around the sides and the spinning discs in them and stuff. Man, jukeboxes were pretty cool. Too bad they don't still have those. Do I train anyone out of SLC? No, I don't want to go up there. I don't want to. Trucker Mush tells me that terminal is a lot better than last time I've been there. He said it's a nice place. So maybe after I'm done in Pittston for a while, maybe I'll mosey to Salt Lake City. You know, I would like to be able to test students in all three areas, and I would like to be mastered in all three areas. After that, I'm gonna try out testing students on flatbed. Maybe I'm thinking about it. I'm throwing around the ideal, and if I could ever get my friends trying to get a tanker, and he's trying to be the first one to like have tested a student on tanker, flatbed, and reefer. He wants to be good in all of them. So I mean, like, I'm kind of jealous of that. So I was like, I'm going with the 3 terminals. You keep your 3 different trailers. I'm going with 3 terminals. I took the easier way. Also, there was a lot of great mom and pops truck stops with delicious food. Franchise truck stops weren't heard of. I believe that TA Truck Stops of America was the first franchise truck stop. Man, that's sad about the mom and Paul truck stops with the good food. I bet a lot of them offered free showers too. I bet, you know, because mom and Paul truck stops probably tried anything they could to get you to stop there, spend money there to keep them thriving. Hell, Waffle House has a digital jukebox or a drive-in theater either. But yeah, the mom and Paul truck stops, man. I would, truthfully, I don't even stop at the name brand truck stops unless I'm trying to get a shower or it's early in the day. I'll park there. The rest, what I do is I shoot for the truck stop in the middle of the night or really super 1 or 2 in the morning. I shoot for those truck stops that I can just get into and nobody else wants to stop there because they only have 5 spots and I can get a parking spot. Like I have one right by Indianapolis, however you say it, Indianapolis, that it says it only has 3 spots in it, but I'm not saying how close it is because I don't want to lose my spot. But over there, like, everybody's going to these major truck stops, these ones with 250 spots in it or whatever. Me, I'm going for that little bitty truck stop that usually when you can't find parking nowhere else, you'll find it in the little truck stop. And also, it's a lot more quiet there. you don't have a bunch of people there. I mean, it's a lot better at those little truck stops, I believe. And sometimes if you need to make a spot, like they're okay with you just making a spot over there. Like say there's a grass area next to the truck spots and it's no curb there. And I went in there before and said, hey, do y'all have trucks that park right there sometimes? They're all like, yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Cool. Park my truck there. I'm not on the side of the street. I'm not on a off ramp or on ramp, which I don't do. I don't like parking on off ramps and on ramps. I don't like it. Like I'm always trying to find a spot. I'll keep going till I find a spot if I have to, because I don't like parking on those off ramps and on ramps. Have I ever done it before? I've done it once or twice, and it was just like, man, I'm like, I have to park somewhere. It was like I'm about to fall asleep because I've been looking for a spot to park so long. And that was before Prime came out and said, hey, we're not going to have anyone's back that parks on the side of an on-ramp or off-ramp or side of the road and takes a 10-hour break. We don't want our trucks on the side of the road no more. So it was before that. I want some good food at mom and pop truck stops, I-75 in Kentucky. Free showers also. Well, there you go. Exit 49, the 49er truck stop has great beans and cornbread. Oh, I've been there. The 49er truck stop, I've been there. It's a pretty cool place. I remember the 49er and I was all like, 49ers truck stop? I was like, but yeah, I've been there. That's a good place. And the little restaurant in there is real good. I thought it was real good. I didn't have beans and cornbread. I forgot what I had, but I ate there. I need to eat something today. I haven't ate all day. I told my student, I was all like, where are you going for lunch? I was hoping that he was all like, oh man, I'm going to go get something to eat. And he was all like, oh man, I'm not doing lunch today. I got Taco Bell last night. I'm going to eat leftovers. I was like, man. So like I was just like, man, I'm not really that hungry anyway, so I'll just wait to eat later tonight. But starting to get hungry. I'm about to have to make me something to eat for reals. Or a drive-in theater. Okay, I read that. Waffle House has a digital. See, and that's another place that I haven't been that a lot of people go to is a lot of trucks go to that Waffle House. Like, I've never been to Waffle House. I hear it's really good, but I haven't been there. Look at my wife. I just said I was hungry. Look at what she said. Really? My wife's over here making fajita meat. See the loving and caring wife I have right there? I'm over here starving. I'm all like, oh, I'm going to have a can of SpaghettiOs for dinner. Like, I'm going to have a piece of Spam for dinner. She's all like, I'm having fajita meat. Oh, look, and you got people laughing now at me and crying laughing too. I feel it. I feel the love over here. Fajita meat sounds good. I need to go grocery shopping, really. I should off-duty drive to the Walmart and go buy me some groceries. This is what I need to do. Because everything I got left is in a can. Oh, there's Trucker Mush right there. What's up? We were just talking about you. Somebody asked me if I ever trained a student out of SLC. I was all like, man, I don't really want to go there, but Mush keeps telling me it's better, so I need to go there sometime. Look at that. Then we got a team wife hashtag in there even. That's what wives are good for, to keep on teasing men. Like, I'm making good food and you're not home. And you're just like, what? Like, I like pizza. I do like pizza. Like, I don't care if it's Pizza Hut. I don't care if it's Domino's. I got this stupid Ring Door app on my phone, and like I hear that thing goes off, and I don't even look at it no more, because there for the longest time, every time it was going off, I would answer it and I'll see what's going on at my house, and I'd be like, you're having pizza again without me? I come home and then it's like, oh, we're not eating pizza tonight. I'm all like, let's order pizza. No, we ain't eating pizza tonight. What? You eat pizza all the time, but I think it might be just luck that every time I click on it, she's ordering pizza. It's always worth a try. Salt Lake City for life. For life? Trucker Mush said for life. I see you, Trucker Mush, in your video, man. You're all window open, enjoying the sunlight, just watching the road fly by on your high value load. See, I watch your videos. You look comfortable, man. That's what I should be doing right now, laying in bed, chilling. Once a week you order pizza. Yeah, that's about how often my Ring doorbell goes off. In the evening, don't even look at it because she's getting pizza. So I got 100 subs. So stoked. Now it's time to get them subs up on your level. I'm the little guy, man. You'll pass me. You'll pass me. I'm a little guy. I'm not like I've been doing this much. You've probably been doing this less time than I have, and hundreds of subscribers took me a long time. Like I'm at about 2 months and I'm still like 300. Like the last few days it's only been like 1 subscriber up, and then 1 subscriber leaves, then 1 subscriber up, and 1 subscriber leaves. So, you know, when are you gonna start training? Oh, at Trucker Mush. From what I hear, they moved the date from 6 months to 9 months. So Trucker Mush is probably going to start training in 9 months. If he goes company, he has my phone number now. Mush, if you go company, I'll hook you up, bro. I'll hook you up, man. I'll teach you what I know. If he goes lease, then he'll probably be doing TNT. And that's cool too, because if he keeps on doing videos of him doing TNT, that'll be awesome. He'll do TNT students. He doesn't look like he's having no trouble sleeping in the truck, really. So, I mean, hey, if you're not having trouble sleeping in a moving truck, then do it. Oh, you're going company. Shoot, that'll work. You got my number. When you become a trainer, hit me up. I'll show you some tricks and tips and stuff. I'll set you up, man. I'll hook you up. I'll give you my pre-trips I use. I'll ask Justin, my friend, for permission first, but I know he'll say yes, because if I trust somebody, then he trusts somebody. So, you know, we're good friends. So definitely I'll get you some pre-trips going on, and, you know, I'll show you some of the secrets out here of different stuff, man. How to do this successful. I'll look out for you though. Sleeper says, yeah, I think company's the way to go if you have a family. I do too. Your family's dependent on you. They're not gonna, you taking a risk on lease. I think that that's a big risk. Why put your family in a risk of not making any money or not making a check a week? So, you know, it's a big risk going company. I mean, going lease. Lease is a big company. Now, Jacob, he had a family and he went lease and he did great. So, you know, I look at Jacob too, like he was successful as his lease. And I know Jacob taught me enough that I could be successful in mine. But then again, me and Jacob, we ran some numbers and we looked at a cent per mile that he actually made for the entire time he had his lease, and it wasn't good. Like my cent per mile without training would have been higher than his cent per mile, and he was lease. So, you know, I don't know. We ran some numbers. We were looking at it, and it was kind of fishy. I told Jacob he should do a video on what he found and how he felt about it, but, you know, I haven't seen the video yet, so hopefully he's still in here listening, Because I'm sure the lease guys would love to see what you did the entire time you had your second lease, or your last lease that you turned in when you left. I have a Class B. Will it be difficult? I'm coming this summer once school is out here in New York. No, it's not hard. I got a bus driver from Buffalo, New York right now, Tony. Tony's doing the same thing. He's my second bus driver, and I already knew what was going to happen. So I knew what to teach him, and I knew what to keep him away from, because a bus driver is going to be stuck in his bus habit. So the hardest part about a bus driver is the backing. Once you can break their habit of, because a bus driver's been doing it for a while, so they know when they pull somewhere which way to turn the wheel. Well, I gotta teach the three moving parts, and I have to be real strict on it. If he keeps on asking himself which way he needs to turn the wheel, then he's gonna do fine. The hardest part of backing is which way to turn the wheel. If we can teach you how to turn the wheel, then you should be able to put that trailer anywhere. Because truthfully, the hardest part of backing is which way to turn the wheel. I gotta run away from home to make some decent money. You gotta run and be away from, yeah, that's right. If you're leased, you gotta run and be away from home to make some good money. I believe that it's super easy as long as you listen. It might be. Does Prime encourage trainees one way or the other? Does Prime? I don't know what you mean, Sleeper. Does Prime encourage trainees one way or another? Oh, you're talking about lease or company? No, they leave that decision completely up to you. And Mush is right. It also depends on the trainer you get. Some of them will try to talk you into going. If you get a lease trainer, they're going to talk you into going lease. A company guy's going to be like, I don't care what you do. I'm company. I was just curious what you're going with. The way I learned how to back fast is grab the bottom of the wheel and turn it whichever way you want to go. And what you're talking about, Mush, is what you're talking about right there is I've used that before, and it works, somewhat. Like if you can get your guy to understand that. But you take the steering wheel, it's a circle. The top is the front of the trailer, the bottom is the back of the trailer. And it works. I've used that before. So, I know exactly what you're talking about there. And I've seen it work. Like, I've had guys that I'm all like, all right, now that you got the back of the trailer into the lines or into the spot you're going for, grab the head of the trailer, because it's the second thing we want to put into the spot. Which way do you want it to go? I want it to go that way. Turn that way. And they put it in there. And then I'm all like, all right, now get the nose of the truck in there and turn the opposite way, pretty much. Get the nose of the truck in front of it. And I've had to train people like that, and they caught it and it clicked and it worked for them. I have a lot of different ways to explain to people how to back a trailer. I use a wheelbarrow sometimes. My wheelbarrow method, actually I got it from Justin. Justin told me about a wheelbarrow method. Think of driving a trailer like pushing a wheelbarrow. That was awesome. Like a lot of my foreign guys, they pick that up quick. They know what real work is. They know how to push a wheelbarrow for reals. I didn't force you to go lease. I was always recommended going company first. Yeah, that's true. Jacob did not recommend me to go lease or company. He asked me, and he said, "Hey, man, so you're going company?" He goes, I always recommend people go company first and then switch to lease once they know how to run their own truck. It'll be way easier transition and everything. And I kind of encourage people the same. I'm not going to talk about that much to a student because ultimately it's their decision. And who am I to choose what you need to do with your life? Some people, they may need to go lease. You know, some people may need to stay company. It's not my decision. It's not my business. But I do recommend them all go company first. And I tell them, hey, you make your first mistake in the first 6 months. Who wants to pay for it? Does your business want to pay for it? Or do you want the company to pay for it? What's the best cell service carrier that covers most of the country in your guys' experience? You're gonna hear about 90% of the truckers are gonna say Verizon, and they stick with it. I use AT&T. I like AT&T, so I'm an AT&T guy. And most of the other truckers are gonna say Verizon. They like Verizon. Like people that have Verizon stick by Verizon. I've had students on my truck before. The Verizon wouldn't work and my phone would work. Then I go to other areas, my phone won't work and theirs will. So I think the AT&T is a flip of the coin. My thing with AT&T is the data plan. Whenever you hit the gigabytes, they don't throttle you down. They put you on an hour of in order on a tower. So, you know, that's the difference. Yeah, if you're doing straight back, grab the top of the wheel and look in your mirror, turn the wheel to the problem and fix mush. I don't teach that at all. Like, that's not my, like, I don't like that either. Like, you know, it works for some people, but I don't teach that. I don't teach turn towards the problem. I teach 3 moving parts, and I teach looking in both mirrors, not just one. You know, if you have a truck on the other side of you, then you're going to look in that mirror over there and make sure you're not hitting it. I don't teach look in the same mirror like that. And I'm set in my ways. So like, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I don't teach like that. Like I tell I had a student this week that he worked with another guy before I got him. And I'm not saying that he was taught wrong, but whenever he got out there and he was only using that one mirror and he was only like doing that, I was like, no. I said, that's not how I teach, and that's not how we're going to do it. I said, stop right there and look in the other mirror. He looked in the other mirror, trailer all over the line. I was like, if that was a trailer over there, you would have smashed it. So like, I don't teach that way much. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but if it works for you, it works for you. You know, you got to find what works for you. I ran into an issue with the GPS taken into unauthorized areas such as neighborhoods. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've had that problem. Don't trust the GPS. You drive the truck. Good trip planning will not let that happen. Paying attention to your exits and your turns will not let that happen. That's the best advice, is don't trust the GPS. As Jacob always said, you drive the truck, not the GPS. And that's what I tell my students. You drive the truck, not the GPS. It'll tell you to take an exit on the left and the exit will be on the right, and it happens all the time. So yeah, I've been some pretty bad spots because I missed a turn or something like that, and the GPS is like, oh, just go around this farmer's house and do a U-turn and come out. Like, what? So are you able to stream to your TV with your cell phone? I can stream to my TV with my cell phone, but I don't do that. I rather use my Fire Stick off of my hotspot, or I'll use my Xbox off of my hotspot, because most of the time I'm watching something on TV, I'm also watching other YouTube videos, or I'm watching those things on Facebook where you click on one video and they pop up another one, and you just keep rolling down the list, and I'll get to the bottom of the list and I'll be like, man, I watched them all. And then I look at the TV and I'm like, oh, I missed part of my TV show. Let me start it over. So, I mean, it's like, you know, it is how it is. You're right, Mush. We all train different. Mush says everyone has their own way, and he's right. We all train different. You know, I have my way. Other people have their ways. It's whatever works. That's another reason that I tell people that, hey, if you're a student and you want to come talk to me, cool. We're not going to talk about back-end maneuvers. We're not going to talk about pre-trip and stuff like that, because you need to do what your trainer teaches you. Like, I had some guys begging for my pre-trip. They saw my student do it and they're all like, wow, he did that fast. And you know, I was like, you can't do my pre-trip. It's my pre-trip. Like, your trainer is the one that tells you what he wants you to do. So you're going to do what your trainer says. So, you know what I mean? I feel bad because I'm all like, yeah, mine's a lot better. And I trust mine more. And, you know, I made it. So like, I believe in it. But, you know, and also like, poor guys, man, these poor guys. I had like 2 or 3 guys that were jealous of Tony. They're all like, man, Tony's all like, they're jealous of me, bro. They're jealous of me. They're jealous I got you and they don't. I'm like, you know, hey, it's luck of the draw. Actually, Tony was my student that, he's Zach's buddy. If y'all seen the videos with Zach, he's Zach's friend, and I told Zach I would train him, so I got Tony. That's how I got Tony. And he's a really good guy, and he's talking about bringing some of his friends that drove buses and different stuff like that. And I was all like, dude, send them my way. I'll train them. I said, as long as you tell me they're a good driver and good at it, like you, and their heart's into this like yours is, I'll have no problem teaching them. I said, but don't send me somebody that you don't believe in. It's like me. I will not put my neck out or my name out for anybody that I don't believe in. So if I believe in you, then I'll put my neck out and I'll look out for you. But if I don't believe in you, then I'm all like, I don't know. You do what you want. Same thing. Yeah, hold on. Well, I gotta call the wife. I'll talk to you guys soon. Keep up the good work, my friend. Take care, Mush. Enjoy your time with your wife, man. It's important to have that time with your wife. Enjoy it. But yeah, it's, you know, I will, like, I'm real selective of who goes to my house too. Like, I don't let just anybody come to my house, like, and around my family. Like, my wife will tell you, if I trust you, I'll bring you around my family. If I don't, you're not coming anywhere around my house or my family. So, you know, I'll only bring good people I believe in around my family. School bus driver, 14 years. Well, Pamela, you sure have some experience in big vehicles, so you'll be fine out here. I mean, my 2 bus drivers that I've had were excellent at driving, excellent at pre-trip. Backing was hard for them. Tony right now, Tony is awesome at backing, and it took a day. It took a day. I'm not saying I went out there and he was perfect the first day, but it took some time. But I already knew how to talk to him and what to say. And that was the difference between my 2 students. Is one of them I would have to tell him these steps, the other one I would have to tell him these steps, because I was real quick to judge how to talk to each one of them. Like, I was all like, okay, wheelbarrow for you, snow blower for you. Like, I had to teach them how to move different objects to get them to visualize how the trailer moves. So yeah, it's something else. Like, you have, being an instructor out here, you have to start learning how to read people, read them fast, and figure out what works for them. Well, good night, Pamela. Thanks for the questions. You asked some really good questions, and, you know, I had a fun time. I'm actually taking off too, so sounds like you know how to train. How do I get you as a trainer? Just requested, and I hope to get you as a trainer. LOL, love driving, always been good at it. Backwoods, look in my description on my video I put out earlier today. I put a link on there. It'll send you to another video that you can watch, and you'll know it's the right video whenever it's all like, here's my driver code, put me down for a referral, and here's how you get me as a trainer. So definitely, like, take a look at that video, Backwoods. Definitely take a look at that video, because that'll help it out. Look, team wife again. That's just encouraging my wife to bring up the fajitas again. But I'm out of here before my wife brings up the fajitas again. Everyone have a good night. If you're over the road, be safe out there. Subscribe, hit the like button, you know, stay tuned. Thank y'all everybody for the great night of the live chat right here.